going on? What's going on? What's going on with everybody? Thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. So welcome to the Fish Corner, everybody. If you are new to the channel, before this video even gets started, do a couple of things for me real quick. Hit that subscribe button down below. Costs nothing. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload a video, which has been every day. And then also hit the like button. Have some faith. Believe that you're going to like this video. Now let's get into the video. So every day I've been posting different things, vlog type videos, letting y'all know what I do on a daily basis in this fish room. Believe it or not, it's always something to be done. Now yesterday, if you caught the video, I just dropped it this morning. I was talking about how it's time to shampoo these carpets. Now I know y'all know how to shampoo carpets, but for those of you that don't know how to shampoo carpets, I'm gonna show you how I shampoo these carpets. Also, aside from that, I want to start setting up this trash can sump that is going to filter this 225 and then also the 180 that's down below on the other side. I was thinking of adding another tank to go into that, maybe the 125, maybe the 240. I don't know. It's a big trash can sump. It actually can filter all four of those aquariums. So I'll think about it while I'm doing this carpet cleaning, and we'll see what else we got to do. Other than this fish room, what I need to do is I got to do a cleaning on a 75-gallon tank that's in the house. I got to clean Miami's 300-gallon stock tub. I told y'all, it's always something to be done. So maybe I'll hold y'all for this one in this video, and then we'll head over there to the other fish room or to the other room, the sun room, where Miami and the aviary is, and also the guppy tank. And then we'll do that together in a separate video because this will take a little bit of time. And I don't want to hold y'all too long. I don't want to bore y'all. I don't want y'all to start feeling like I'm about to stop the video halfway through. But enough of that talking, right? Enough of that talking. Let's get into shampooing these carpets. And then we're going to work on that trash can sump. And then maybe we'll do a couple other fun things in this fish room before I have to stop the video and get started with the other fish room and the tank in the house. Let's get to it. Now, if you're new to the channel, you might be wondering, why do I need to shampoo the carpets in the fish room? Well, this is the reason why right here. So when the tanks leak, and there's a lot of salt in the carpet because I flooded my sump down below when it was over here so many times. So, you know, you got these water lines, and it just looks nasty. You know what I mean? The only reason why it looks like this is because for a long time, I didn't have a carpet shampooer. My last one broke. So now that I have this one right here to use, I'm about to go ahead and take advantage of that and shampoo these carpets. Now this is a rug doctor. It's just a water extractor, carpet cleaner. So it pushes out the water, it sucks back up, or pushes out clean water, sucks back up dirty water, and repeat the process. So it's not a scrubber. It's a water extractor. So you might have seen one of these at your Walmarts. You might have seen them at your Home Depots. But today you're going to see them on the Fish Corner channel. So I'm about to go ahead and fill this up. You fill up that bottom down there with clean water. The dirty water sucks up into that. Pretty self-explanatory. You could rent these from Home Depot. You could rent them from Walmart. I'm pretty sure there's a couple other places that allow you to rent them. So make sure when you use something like this, you use antibacterial disinfectant. You could even use a little bit of the Pine Sol, not too much, because you do not want the suds to get to this side of the cup. If you start seeing suds over there, that means that you're putting too much soap inside of that water. Once you see any soap getting into this area, you stop it, and then you need to add more water into that because you want it diluted enough to where you don't get suds in there. That will cause your unit to fail a lot sooner. As a matter of fact, it'll stop working if you get too much suds in there. But anyway, let me go ahead and fill this up, and then let's do some cleaning. So when filling this up, you do want to use hot water. It helps with the cleaning process. So we're gonna use hot water. And there's a basket in here. So you only want to fill it up until you are about halfway. The basket's like halfway full of water. If you're gonna mix this in a bucket, same thing, just make sure that you fill it up halfway. So I'm gonna fill this up with some water. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of the cleaner in there, and then we're gonna get to it. Fills up relatively fast too. And now this is something that's not even really fish related. It's more like fish room related. So you may not even have to deal with anything like this. But hell, I guess if you ever need to clean your carpets, I guess the video will be useful for you. So let me go ahead and cut that off. Like I said, let's get some of that detergent. I might even wax this section over here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit about that right there. And then I want it to smell a little good, so hit it with just a little bit. That might actually be a little too much, but for the video purposes, that'll be beneficial so you can see exactly what I'm talking about when you don't want the water and the soap to get to that side. I'll start with that section over there. And man, allergy season is in full effect. I don't know about y'all, but I got allergies really bad. I hate it. My sinuses be tore up. So if you hear me make a little noise and I don't edit it out, sorry about that in advance. I'm trying to scratch my nose back there. And I just heard a little suction from the circulation pump in a 1,300 gallon. So I'm about to go ahead and top them off. Go ahead and top them off while I'm cleaning these carpets. All right, so now I'm just find an area to plug it in. Now it's gonna get loud. If y'all watched that video when I set up that 240 in the apartment and that water spilled everywhere, y'all seen one of these carpet shampooers in action. And this mic just keep on twisting around, so hopefully the sound is still good. Right, so now, just find the section, cut it on, hit this red button. Now you probably couldn't see it from there. But I had to do a few pass throughs, so it's not fast. The slower you go, the better you clean the carpet. If you have really tough stains, then you could actually spray some spot remover on those areas to remove those stains. Also, focus on the areas where you have the biggest stains at. See, that side is good. See, that side is good, that side is not. Now, in these areas like that, you'll need the upholstery tool right here that hooks up to the back of it to get those areas. Now, I'm about to go ahead and get to work on some of these areas, and then I'll tap back in with y'all and let y'all see how it's looking so far. But this is not going to be the whole gist of the video, just so you know. We are going to get to more fish stuff, but, you know, like I said, fish room related type of stuff that I have to deal with. And, you know, if y'all click on this video to follow along with the journey, then that's what time it is. Y'all seeing what I got going on. So I'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, y'all, so I thought I'll show you what I've gotten done so far. It's looking good. Smell damn good, I'll tell you that. So I still haven't used my upholstery tool to get some of those areas like up in there or anything. But I did take a little brush and scrub it a little bit. But it's going to look a lot better once I get the upholstery tool and really get up against these stands. But look at this area right here. This was looking real bad. And, you know, remove the tape. Still got to remove some more of that tape from around the area. Still need to get up in there a bit. But just wanted to show you one of the most ugliest areas that was over there. Let me move this out the way. But yeah, so look at that. Looking a lot better. So I still got some more work to do, but just wanted to show y'all that, you know, keep y'all in the loop. And man, these are just the small things that has to be done when it comes to having a fish room, y'all. Or, you know, damn near anything, you know. It's good to keep things clean, keep things fresh. But let me get back to it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, y'all, so all done. Took a little time, but got it done right. I kind of wish that I would have cared about getting paint on the floors when I was doing all that painting. But, you know, I got some paint spots that won't come up. But overall, carpet is clean, smells good in here. All of that is done. So now that I got all that taken care of, it is time. So now that I have all that taken care of, it's time to get into some fish business. I think that's a lot better putting this bench on the sliders. It's easy to just slide it around, you know, wherever I wanted to. So I'll actually leave that on those sliders. That was really it's actually a good idea. But yeah, so now what I need to do is I want to start building out that sump for those two aquariums. I pretty much have everything. I just need to grab a couple fittings, couple T's, couple elbows, 90 degrees, and we're going to get those two tanks plumbed in. But before I do that, I need to eat. It's about 1:30, and the first thing I did was come into the fish room and get to work. How many of y'all could relate to that? Some of y'all, probably half of y'all, understand that. So I think it's time to eat, and then I'll come back, and then we'll do that aquarium. And I'll come back and we'll do that sump, should I say. That's going into the two aquariums. I will see you in just a few minutes. For you, for me, it's going to be about an hour. I'll be back in about an hour. All right. All right, y'all. So we are back in the building. Now, I've done a few things off camera, but now that I'm back on camera, let's go ahead and get this trash can sump situated. Now, this is I believe it to be a 44 gallon trash can. This is the same trash can that I had on the 800 gallons. So this will actually filter all 4 aquariums without any problem. Now what I do is, well, pretty much I'm just putting it right back together. But what I'm saying is that when you use your bulkheads, just make sure that you have the rubber on the inside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some silicone on the inside and the outside to prevent any possible leaking. So what I need to do is I need to go grab some more fittings, but I just wanted to see where we are at so far. So that's pretty good. Thing about this 2-inch is definitely you need some big channel locks for this one. So like I said, I got silicone. I got this silicone. It's a GE1. Hopefully it's still good. If it's not, something else I have to grab from the store. I need some pliers for this. Got some channel locks right here. Is there another GE1 right here? It is. So either one of those should work. We'll see. It smells like it still works. Stinking. So let's see. Let's see what we got going on. There we go. All right. So it still works. Just dry at the tip. Oh, yeah. It just stinks. Let's see. Not, like I said, I got that other one. That one should definitely work. But let's see. Nope. Kind of mad about that. That just bent my nail back. All right, let's try this one. Nope. All right, so I need more GE1 silicone. That's fine. So I grabbed the silicone, grab some more fittings. But let's put this in place where it's gonna go. And then we'll start seeing what we need. All right, let me get that in place. I know you're like, damn, way up there? Yeah. Above the tank sumps are my favorite. Probably cut it. That's fine right there. Maybe I'll cut. I'll cut one of these handles off. But I really just wanted to see what I needed. I could do it right here. So we're gonna need one elbow. Yep. All right, so we need one. I got the elbow. Tight space. All right, so we'll come down like that. Right? It's gonna come down like this. And then we're going to tee it off to go to both of these, all four of these aquariums. So that means I'll have to have a short one right here, and I'm going to make a manifold. So the manifold's going to come like this, add another piece, add another piece, add an elbow, add a T going down. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Not like that. How am I going to do that? It's going to be a little bit more complicated than I thought, y'all. Let me figure this out. All right, y'all. So we are back. We are back in effect. So, with me trying to figure out the best way of making these trash can sumps and seeing that 44-gallon trash can up there, I decided to go with these 20 gallons. Now, these 20 gallons, they will work. They will definitely work for what we have planned. And also, it's a lot smaller, so that's always a great thing. So it'll be easier to maintain, it'll be easier to access, and that is key to making sure that this is something that I don't mind doing. So 20-gallon trash cans, everything that I bought, got the fittings and all of that, came into about $150. So now what I'll end up doing is, Carter jumping around. What I'll end up doing is I'm going to cut one. Carter, don't do that. I'm going to cut holes in this one, 2-inch holes in this one. This one's going to be 1.5 inches. And I'm going to have the 2-inch going into the two on the bottom, the 225 and the 180. And then the 1.5 inches is going to go into the 240 and the 125. So we are going to cut them. I'm not going to do all of this on camera, but I will do some of it. Y'all seen that I was doing some carpet cleaning earlier. This is a fish channel, so we definitely got to make sure that we are doing fish content. So let me get my hole saw. I bought, Harbor Freight really be having some cool deals. I bought this little kit right here from Harbor Freight for $10, almost $11. So here's the 1.5 inches. So we're going to get the bit for that one. You see, this is going to, Carter, don't do that. Don't do that. Carter, come on now. So this is going to be for this one right here. And then for the 2-inch right there, we're going to use this one right here. So let's see how this works. So I think it goes like that, and it does. So just drop it in and then screw it in from the back end. That don't even sound right, screwing it from the back. But yeah, anyway, you see how that worked. So we're going to do the 2-inch first. All right. So I think, first of all, I want to have it, so I don't have to cut off any of the handles. We're going to have it turn sideways. And I'm thinking with the basket, this is what's going to hold the media. So it's about that high. Let's see. So we're looking, that's relatively low. So I'll probably either cut some of this basket or I'll just make sure that it doesn't go all the way down. So let's just say right there, we'll do it about right there. I think that's a good height right there in the front. Carter, don't do that. All right. And I know I just cleaned the floors, but vacuuming the floors will be pretty easy. All right, that's the 2-inch. So like I told you, new hole saws. You seen how it went through? Just cut through that like it was butter. So easy to just change it. That was a really good deal. When I was looking at hole saws just a bit at Home Depot for a 2-inch, they were talking about somewhere along the lines of 20 something bucks. So and then again, same deal. About right there, right? So we're gonna come. Oh yeah. So about right there. Move this out the way. Carter, don't do that. All right. Just like that. Real quick, simple, easy. So happy with these. So happy with these. Like I said, you can't beat that. $11. And you get practically every size. Look at this. All those different sizes. All of these. I mean, you just can't beat that. I mean, like I said, you let me know where you could get a deal like that at. Some people don't like buying stuff from Harbor Freight. They just missing out. Look at them. They already started. Around here, they like to do donuts. Small little sideshow or whatever around the corner. Hear them all the time. Y'all hear that? A little bit. Right here. He got to get his ginger ale to him and his Gatorade. He got to get his Gatorade. Take that Gatorade with him too. Okay. All right, y'all. So we got that done. Now we're going to put his bulkhead on. The other one definitely wasn't worth messing around with it. Now I won't be able to finish it up because I need to get a coupler. But as you can see, it went on real easy compared to the one I was struggling with. All right. So it's sealed on there really good. So I'm going to hit it with the silicone. But before I do that, let's go ahead and put this one onto this one right here. I went and got the saw because I was about to cut it off. Actually, I did cut it off with the PVC cutter. I was going to saw it off. Man, got it on there tight. Who put this on there? Man, I'm telling you one thing. There's no shortage of trash cans around here. No shortage of trash cans. I'll figure out something to do with them. Something useful. Put it like that. All right, put that one back on there. Let's get this one in place. Just like that. It's crazy that I spent so much time cleaning the floor in here, and now it's looking all crazy again. All right, so now we're gonna hit it with the silicone. Now I will be using the silicone. Put a bead on the inside and a bead on the outside. One thing you don't want to happen is for these things to leak. So, sorry, you're not going to be able to really see this. Man, it's like 7:30, y'all. Spent the whole day in this room doing stuff. So we are definitely going to be stopping soon. And this is going to be a part 2. So once I put the silicone in there, I just flatten it out. What you want to happen is you want to push it in the cracks. Now I can't really see the bottom, so I usually don't want to say I go crazy with it, but if I can't see the area, I'll definitely put a lot more. And especially on the bottom. I mean, it's not even going to hit the top because the water's going to come out like that. You know what I mean? All right. So that's a bead on the inside. Now just a little bit on the outside. You don't have to go crazy. And again, it's not something that you even have to do. But if you want to guarantee that it's not going to leak, why not? And this is really only going for those of y'all that got kiddie pool ponds, or even a fish room. It's definitely not going to work for somebody that just has a tank in the house. It's not going to do anything for y'all. All right, phone is hollering about storage, so I got to hurry up. As you can see, I got a nice gasket on the outside and the inside. Did the same thing with this one. Now I'm about to get these in place, and I'm going to show you what it's looking like. All right, y'all, so we about to wrap this up. Let me show you where I've gotten so far. So I got the 2 trash cans up top. Like I said, much better, easier to access and clean and everything. So dry fit it. I got to wait until the silicone is dry before I start cementing in the pieces of PVC. But as you can see, I got them already plumbed in. That's going to be one right there. And then the other one is going to be right there. I still need to grab a couple of pieces for the 1.5 inch. I need to get a coupler as well as a T. And then I can plumb in this trash can sump. And then just got to order a couple pumps for the aquariums. But yeah, it's been a long day. It's 8 o'clock right now. So it's been a long day. I don't know how Aida deal with me, but she does. So does Carter. Also, before I started doing the video for the sumps, I went ahead and cut those doors. So I want to add those in place like I said I would. Also going to put one to cover up down there. Just going to make it look a little bit more finished. But let's wrap this up. Like I said, this video is definitely going to need a part 2. I appreciate you all for watching, enjoying, supporting, and all of that good stuff. It's been a long day, like I said. Start off with shampooing the carpets. Then I messed up the carpets again. It is what it is. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope that you learned something. Hope that you're inspired by something. If you're new to the channel, please do a couple things before you go. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And everyone, please, if you like this video, make sure you like the damn video. Peace.